everyone, welcome back to my channel today. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So I am in a new setup. I'm still in my house. I'm actually in my basement. I just was talking to my mom one day saying that I feel like I can't really find the right space and the right angles and the right lighting, which I'm still trying to figure out here for my YouTube videos. I feel like I've been doing it for so long. I feel like I just can't find the right space. And she said, why don't you just do it in the basement? And I don't normally like going in the basement. There is a lot of room, but you know, spiders. So we got that all cleaned up, but I just thought that I would do still a pretty neutral background, but with some different elements. I did get this potted plant, this fake plant from TJ Maxx, and I have my Google Home Mini here. This is a light up pineapple, and my mom got that for me when I was in college. And then I have here my But First Mimosas candle, and then this was also from TJ Maxx, and it's Find Your Calm. And when I saw that, I was like, I need that, because whenever I film videos, I'm usually pretty calm. I'm in my happy place, so I thought that was perfect. And anyone else who watches my videos, I want you to also feel calm and relaxed as well. So for today's video, because this was kind of like an impulse decision to do this space in this filming setup, I am reviewing the Melt Impulse eyeshadow palette. So I bought this recently. I've actually been wanting it since it came out, I'm assuming over a year ago, but it is an expensive product. I think this was on sale, and that's why I bought it, but also it is vegan. Melt Cosmetics products are vegan, and that is very nice. That's what I need. I have opened it, but I've not swatched anything yet. So without getting my fingers into the shadows, this is what it looks like. They have about 6 different color stories. So someone who is a beginner and looking at this palette, you may feel a little like about it. For someone who is mainly always doing color eyeshadows, I feel like it's really easy to create a look and kind of mix and match if you want to. So without further ado, that was a really bad transition, but without further ado, let's get on into the video. Mainly why I actually wanted this palette was because of these greens right here. I just think that they're very unique. It's something that I don't have in my collection. And then I thought, nah, maybe not do that today. It looks very fall. And looking at this palette definitely looks more like a fall palette, but you can definitely get a summer look out of that color story. But matching with my shirt, I would say I'm gonna go with this color story right here. I may mix and match a few shades just so I can get like a nice matte shade. But first, I'm just going to swatch the videos on my hand. Oh my god, swatch the videos. I'm gonna swatch the shadows on my hand. Jesus. The first color story, we have 2012 Rule Breaker and Go Getter. I did one swipe, and you can literally see the swipe that I made in the pan. It was a little bit hard, but not too bad. And then we have a Rule Breaker. They're pretty creamy for the most part. And then Go Getter, which is this, ooh, really nice metallic shade. Oh my god, that's so pretty. So that is the first color story right there. So pretty. See, I kind of want to do that today. I just don't know if it'll go with my shirt too much, like that brownish shade. I might still try it, because after this video I'm just going to take my makeup off. So to take off those swatches, EPL Aloe Vera Cleansing Tissues for all skin types. This was $1.29 at Christmas shoe shops. So if I'm getting off any swatches or anything, I usually use those makeup wipes instead of my simple ones. Oh, we got some staining on my hand. Get it off as best as I can. And before I go into the next color story, I'm actually going to prime my eyelids with my ABH eye primer. This is the mini version. I've had this for almost a year and it's still lasting. I think I have maybe a month or 2 left of this. And I'm turning on my Ricky Loves Ricky mirror. This is a mirror that my mom and I share. That's that light right there. So I'm gonna take this a little bit on my ring finger. I just tap that all around the eyelid area and also up to the brow bone. Now the other eye. Oh, I just got some all over me. Eventually in other videos I'll have this mirror right in front of me. I just need to charge it right now. So it's going to be at a different angle and there might be more light casting on this side of my face. Alright, so for the next color story, we have Dream Big, CEO, and Boss Lady. Ooh, CEO swatch, really nice, that middle shade. Oh my god. Look at Boss Lady, that's insane. Not the greatest swatch. It does have a purplish undertone to it. But CEO is really pretty. The next color story is Game Changer, Pro, Fesh, and Bold. Ooh, look at that green. And a chunk of it just fell off of my finger. Okay, so that one's pretty chunky. So, oh god, so is this other one. That was a really nice swatch, that last one. But you can see how chunky the greens are. But that swatch was really nice. That was bold. Definitely very bold. So the green shades are really nice. It's just their crumbles falling off of it. I'm noticing now, really looking at this palette, that this side right here has mostly mattes and 2 shimmer metallic shades. And then mainly on this side is pretty much all shimmers and metallics. So you could also go across and diagonal, whichever way you choose. For this top color story, we have Makeup Junkie, Warehouse Party, and Poppin' Bottles. I'm really excited for that Poppin' Bottle shade because it is kind of like a light champagne gold shade, but with a greenish blue reflect. Ooh, that's pretty. The Makeup Time, that one has like a bluish reflect to it. And then we have a Warehouse Party. Ooh, that one's pretty. I don't usually gravitate towards those shades, but that one's really nice. And these feel really nice. So this Poppin' Bottles, I'm just going to do a second swatch because that looks like it'd be more of a topper shade. May not even be able to see it that well on my hand. It's right there. So that one looks pretty light. So a really nice inner corner shade, or something just to top off a look. Another reason why I thought that it would be a great idea to do this in my basement is because I'm sure most of you know that I just don't like filming when other people are around. Even if I know someone's home, I feel like I just can't talk out loud. Like I just feel weird doing it, and I've always been like that no matter how hard I try. So filming in the basement, you might be able to hear me a little bit upstairs, but like not so much. So I feel like I can just really be myself when I'm by myself, you know what I mean? Alright, so the next row is Shots, Tipsy, and Crossfaded. This is the color story that I plan on doing today. That did not swatch well. Shots did not swatch well. Alright, and then we have Tipsy. Ooh, a night sky shade with pink reflect. Alright, I have to do 2 swatches with this color story. Oh, that's a nice color story right there. That would be really pretty for the nighttime, even the daytime. I would say if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I wasn't so into makeup, I most likely would not pick up this palette. I mean, there's definitely some very unique different colors and formulas and shades in here that maybe a beginner wouldn't gravitate towards, but swatching them and just taking a closer look at them, they are really pretty. And then the last row is No Regrets, Morning After, and Drunk Text. Swatching No Regrets twice. Oh, that's pretty. That is a nice metallic right there. I know the lighting is pretty off. Like I said in the beginning, I'm still trying to figure lighting out, but has like a pink reflect to it. Oh my god, that is so pretty. I might actually use that shade today. Ooh, okay. That did not swatch well. This is why I'm going in with second swatches. Oh, that's a nice green, but I'm gonna swatch it again. Ooh, this is a really pretty color story as well. Just the reflect of those and the undertones are chef's kiss. Ooh, that's really nice. You know what? I think, I'm trying to think, because I definitely need a matte shade, but I think I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. So I do have a brow and eyeshadow palette right in front of me from Viseart. I might have to go in here just to get like a nice transition shade so I can use these, because the matte shades in here are very, very dark for my skin tone. They're all mainly on this side, and that's definitely not a transition shade for my skin tone anyway. So I think I'm gonna have to go in with Viseart, and all the brushes that I will be using today are my Bling brushes. I don't think I've shown these fully in a video, but this is the newer collection that I got. It's not new to the brand, but it's definitely one of their more famous, recognized ones. And then I also have the Starry Nights collection, but I definitely like these ones a lot more. When I first got Starry Nights, I expected them to be like this, but they're just a little bit more dull and sparkle than I was expecting, but I still really like those brushes. Those brushes are really, really nice. And they are expensive, but I always use Paige Corrin's code unless Bling Brushes sends me a discount, but normally I use Paige Corrin's code when I'm purchasing brushes. It's hard because this other side with all the shimmers and metallics, like they're also pretty, so I just want to put them all over my eye. I think I'm gonna go in with the Starry Nights Collection Bling brushes in E13. Just to go really light-handed and kind of create like a little base, I am going to go in with this shade right here. There are no shade names, and I'm just gonna put that all in my crease. May not be able to see that I have another mirror. So this definitely doesn't look how it looks in the pan. It looks like a beige taupe shade on the lid. I used to do my eyebrows first, but now I feel like I have to do my eyeshadow first, because sometimes my eyeshadow would just get into my already done brows and it just wasn't a good look. A slightly more yellow shade right here, but I'm just going to go into it really lightly and with the same E13 brush, use that on the outer portion of my crease and basically all over the other part of the crease too, I guess. No pun intended. I'm actually very impulsive when it comes to eyeshadows and whatever I'm going to do that day, because I never know what I'm going to do. And looking at this palette, I still don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I just kind of let my hands and my brushes talk. Whatever shadow goes into, I'm sticking with it. So my looks tend to come out pretty good for the most part. I do have some days where it just doesn't come out right, and then depending on where I'm going that day, I might just take it off. I'm gonna see how this look turns out. If I don't like it, I'm taking it off after the video anyway. But it's also good to kind of show some of your fails in a way, just because if someone was interested in getting this palette, then they know like, oh, maybe I shouldn't mix those types of colors together. You know what I mean? So I think it's very helpful to people to show something like that, even though I try to actually edit those parts out, but I need to be better about keeping them in. Oh, this is harder than I thought. Oh boy. I wish they just had like more matte shades. I'm wondering if this is kind of the palette that, even though it has some nice color stories, it's also kind of like an accent palette, like you would just use it with other palettes. I'm going to go in with the shade called Shots right here, and then next for my outer corner I'm going to go into this one. So I'm actually going to have two shimmer shades on my lid. So first, when I do inner corner or inner third shades, I like to take my index finger, just tapping that on there. And who knows, this may not be like a good look, I don't know. But hoping it does turn out nice. Kind of see that on my eye. I'm actually going to take Morning After, the shade on the color story below, and I'm going to take that on my middle finger and dab here. I don't really like that, to be quite honest. Just looks kind of like eh. I'm gonna take my Bling Brushes E3 brush. This is like one of the best crease brushes, and Paige Corrin will also tell you it's the best crease brush because I heard it from her. So I'm gonna take this matte shade called Boss Lady, and I'm gonna work that into my outer corner because it's around the same tone-ish, because it does have a purple undertone. It's more of a chocolatey brown with a purple undertone, and it's kind of closely related to Morning After. And sometimes when I am doing an eyeshadow look that I don't like, I'll go over it with other shadows and kind of just create my own concoction, just so it looks like something that I would want to wear all day long. Alright, so the mattes are pretty creamy. I also haven't done eyeshadow in over a week, so my technique is not totally there today. I'm gonna go back in with Morning After on my middle finger. Tap that again on my outer corner. Instead of shots, I think I'm actually going to take the No Regrets shade. Do I want to take that? Or Makeup? No, I'm going to take No Regrets because no regrets. Okay, yep, that is a lot more pigmented than the other one. I feel like this area is just looking very muddy. It looks like I got punched in the face. I just went back into Morning After, clean that up. And normally when I don't like an eyeshadow look, it always looks 10 times better when I put on my eyeliner and also when I put on mascara. And then it doesn't always look half bad. I don't normally go towards these type of shades because when I do find these types of shades, they're not vegan. It also definitely looks pretty harsh against my skin tone. And on my ring finger, I'm just gonna take a little bit of shots and that in the middle there. I might not do much, but just to kind of, ooh, that actually created a really pretty reflect. Sometimes if I feel like I can't get that perfect blend between the outer corner shade and the inner third shade, I like to put like a different color, normally a shimmer shade or a topper, and just kind of blend it all together. I'm not used to being this far away from the camera, so I can't totally see what's going on, how it looks in the viewfinder, but I'm going to clean that up. And I think I'm actually going to do a different look on the other eye. See if I can get a better look out of there. Oh, poked my eye. Okay, so with not having my Ricky Loves Ricky mirror on, sometimes when I have this lighting on, it's just so bright and intense that it brings out every little detail. That's what these mirrors do. So you can really practice your makeup and make it look good in that type of lighting. But sometimes it makes your makeup look bad. This color story isn't something that I would go for on a day-to-day basis. When I turn off the light, it's actually not a bad look whatsoever. But when I turn on this light, it doesn't look so hot. So that's just my honest opinion there, but it really doesn't look that bad. I think if I were just to like throw something on, that would actually be a nice look. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and I have the Lily Lashes curler with me. This is the ColourPop liquid liner in numero uno, and this is my favorite liquid eyeliner to date. It is the best eyeliner I've ever tried, and I never thought that I would find something better than Stila, because I've used Stila liquid eyeliners for a number of years, and I did really used to like them, and then I didn't like them, but I couldn't find anything better. Well, I found something at the drugstore, and I don't normally use drugstore makeup, and I actually just bought the same eyeliner but in the blue shade, I think it's called Crazy, the other day. So I'm just lightly lining my upper lash line. Alright, a little bit thicker than I thought. There we are. There's one eye. And then I'm going to use the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. I just purchased this recently from Ulta, and I am obsessed. It's very similar to the Benefit Bad Girl Bang that I also love, but I feel like this gives way more volume, way more pigmentation. I haven't tried the Bad Girl Bang one in a while, but I know that is definitely one of my favorites, but I'm loving this one right now. Oops, got a little bit red there. So looking more up close when I'm doing my mascara, my eyeshadow looks so blended. It looks really nice. You always gotta find the positive in a negative, right? Lately, whenever I do eyeshadow for work, I haven't been doing anything on my lower portion because I noticed that when it's hot and like sometimes we have to go outside to do curbside pickup or just being hot outside and humid, my eyeshadow and everything just kind of goes down here a little bit, smudges, doesn't look good. So I basically just kind of like keep it like that and I'll fill my brows. But now I'm going to move on to the other eye, I'm going to do this color story because I was thinking about doing that anyways. Alright, so I'm going to use the Starry Nights Collection E12, and I'm going to dip into 2012, which is the darker mustard shade. And even though we do have a crease color laid down, I'm just going to put this all over my crease. It may alter the color a bit. I need to take that off. I can't really see. Alright, so that blended really nicely. For me, not being able to wear yellow shades that much, and I know that the Viseart crease shades may have altered the color a little bit, I do like this yellow. Then I'm going to take my Starry Nights Collection E15 brush, this little packer brush. I'm going to be taking the next shade, which is called Rule Breaker, so I'm just going in order. I'm going to tap this on my outer corner, just taking a little bit more. I wanted to be careful because I wasn't sure how pigmented it would come out. Ooh, that's a nice shade. I actually really like that color. And I just keep dipping back and forth into Rule Breaker just to build up the color, but also so I can blend it out nicely each time so it doesn't look super harsh. You know what, now that I'm looking at this eye look, I'm kind of glad that I did it because I feel like this is a color story that a lot of people would gravitate towards, and it does look pretty nice, so it's growing on me. I would say I am happiest and in my best mood when I'm wearing color like this, but actually even brighter than this. So this is actually more of like a dulled color palette more than a bright. It's still bright, but more dull. So that looks really good. That was a really nice blend. And then the Go Getter shade, which I'm going to take on, I'm going to take on my middle finger. Oh, I love this shade. It is so pretty. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, I like that one. It's very bright compared to the colors in that same color story. I feel like looking at it, I wouldn't normally pair those colors together, but let's see how it works out. Ooh, that reflect though is really nice. Oh my god, I love it. Favorite shade so far goes to Go Getter. Oof. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the Starry Nights E15 brush, and I'm gonna go back into Rule Breaker just so I can add that color back into the outer corner. Wow, that is just so dull compared to the lid shade. That's just amazing to me. I guess if you're looking to get out of your comfort zone, this is the palette to buy. And I want to go back in with the yellow just to brighten up the crease area a little bit more. I think putting on those Viseart shades was probably a mistake because it's getting a little bit too dark in the crease area and I want it to be bright, not too bad. And to put in the middle, I think I'm going to go in with Poppin' Bottles. Oh my god. Guys, do you see that? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be like a little hint of shimmer, but wow. That's amazing. I never normally say this word in my videos, but that's delicious. Oh my god. Poppin' bottles. Poppin' eyelids. Whoa. So looking up close, I don't like the color combination. Maybe it doesn't look that bad far away. Oh my god. That shade is so nice. I'm at a loss for words. I'm going to curl my lashes on this side. You know, I was just thinking, maybe with this color story, maybe it would look better if I did the yellow shade 2012 in the crease, just alone, and then if I did Go Getter all over the lid, and maybe put Rule Breaker on the lower lash line and then blend out with 2012, maybe that would look a little bit better than the way I thought of it. This eyeliner just isn't working for this eye today, I don't know why. Since I haven't cleaned up the underneath the eye yet, I'm gonna go back with my middle finger into Go Getter, and I'm going to tap over this area, because I'm just not liking that rule breaker against this shade. I mean, I definitely could start over, but I want to show you what colors to use with what. Then take pop-in bottles. There we go. The fact that I can see it from here, it's not as intense, but it definitely makes an impact. And I'm just going to go back in with 2012, just blend out that crease area a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up my under eye area. Also, please let me know down in the comments if you like more of these talk through videos, or if you like the old school YouTube tutorials, which I personally like, where I don't talk because I can listen to music and I kind of just do whatever, come up with a makeup look. But I don't really mind these talk through tutorials, they just make the video much longer. Actually not a bad look. I don't like this outer portion right here, it just looks a little muddy and dull to me compared to like this area, but not that bad. Once again, it's a first impression. Hail or fail. Now we're putting on the Lancome Hypnose mascara. I'm looking in my Ricky Loves Ricky mirror, and right along my upper lash line is where I started to put the Pop-In Bottle shade, and I could just see a hint of a green reflect, and it just made my heart happy. Alright, so I am back, and I'm realizing that my shirt is just really highlighting my sunburn. Weird sunburn right there. I quickly put on face makeup, and I mixed 2 foundation shades together of the Peach Perfect foundation of Marshmallow and Almond, so I hope it looks good because I'm not marshmallow and I'm not almond quite yet. I won't be putting any eyeshadow on my lower lash line because if I were to wear one of these looks going to work, I would just leave it as is because I don't want anything to smudge in the heat. I don't really know if these are heat resistant at all. I don't think it's a fail. I think it is a hail. It's just a matter of working with the shadows and the color stories, a newer formula. I am actually going to rate this a hail because it is my first impression and the shadows did do its job. It gave me 2 looks that I would say the colorful one is something that would definitely do more than a neutral look. I did make a mistake by putting one of the Viseart shadows beforehand because it did alter the 2012 darker mustard yellow shade, which is why it looks like kind of muddy in this area. I don't know if you can tell, but it did give me a nice look and the shadows performed and they blended nicely too. And the reason why I'm not going to give it a fail, because even though it didn't create 2 looks that I'm crazy about, because it's something new in my life and I've never tried anything from Milk Cosmetics, so it's a whole new thing and I want to try it out more to see if I still think it's a hail or if I then realize that it's a fail for me and then I would return it. That's why I'm just gonna say it is a hail for today. I mean, it did its job, you know, it gave pigmentation. I would say I was definitely expecting a little bit more pigmentation, a little bit more vibrancy, but the shades are definitely more dull than bright, if anything. I guess I can't really complain, and it's just the new formula that I have to get used to. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on beauty, fashion, and health. Click that notification bell if you want to be notified when I do upload, which is between 1 to 2 times a week. And I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you later. Bye!